Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and we back at it with another Forza Motorsport 6 video, man. If you guys are new to the channel and don't know how we do it, we take basically one request per video uploaded on the channel, so definitely let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments section. But you guys know how we do it, and if you can tell from the title, there can only be one request taken per video. So this request for today's video, build I should say, comes from John Ajuan and John Harrington, and they both want to see a maxed out Dodge Challenger build, man. Now, if you guys know me, I am a sucker for a maxed out build, man. Rarely do I ever max things out because they really are, you know, it's a pain when you get out there and you just can't control the car that you've just created, man. So what I think we're going to do is, you know, try to see if we can actually handle this one once we get out on the road. I was thinking of doing a new Challenger, but the old school Challenger, man, that might be something different. Now, we've done a lot of, you know, like wide body Challengers on the channel, Hellcats, Demons, and stuff like that. I'm thinking we take this classic Challenger RT and see if we can max this thing out and make it a little bit more of a beast than it already is. Now, I think to start out, I'm going to go with a manufacturer color, a lot of really nice colors. We're going to go with the manufacturer white right off of the bat. We'll probably switch that up a little later on in the video. But before we do that, we have a couple things that we need to do to this car. So we're going to jump into the upgrade shop. Now, obviously, we're going to check out some of our engine swap options. Now, I would like to see a newer Hemi engine in here. Now, it looks like we have a 5.7 liter V8. I'm not too sure what kind of car that comes out of, but actually quite a bit less performance than the motor that we had in there. That's actually a step in the wrong direction there. Or the 5.9 liter V8 Racing. Neither of these really do it for me, so I think we're going to go ahead and leave the stock engine in there. But we're going to supercharge this thing. Now, you guys know me for these older motors. As you can see, a lot of turbo lag lower down in the power band there. Whereas if you throw on a supercharger, you're getting pretty much the same top horsepower, except there's none of that lag down low. So that's why I like to go with the superchargers. Now I have a funny feeling that front bumper, oh, that's actually not too bad. Let's go ahead and install that front bumper on there. The rear wing, not too shabby either, man. I'd like to see that thing just tip back just a little bit more than it is, but nonetheless, it's a nice touch for this thing. Now, as far as the hood goes, I do like those little slits in the hood. So I think, I don't know, man. I think we're going to leave that stock hood on there, man. I really like the way that thing looks. Now, tire compound. Because we are going to be maxing this thing out, we need a race tire compound 100%. We're also going to fatten up the tires, both front and back. You know, tires on a car like this are essential, especially if you're sticking with that rear wheel drive. You know, you just need something that's really going to keep you planted to the ground. Now, I'm going to skim through a couple of wheel options here, let you guys know when I find something that I like. So I decided to go with these 945 RLs. I'm not exactly sure what company even makes these things, man, but we're going to go ahead and install these. I think they look really nice, and when we big up the wheel size just a little bit, 18, look at that. That is looking absolutely fresh, man. We're going to do the same for the back, bump it up to an 18. What do you think, 19 in the back? Yeah, let's stagger these wheels, man. 19 in the back, 18 in the front. I think we're in business now. As far as the drivetrain goes, I'm just going to upgrade the clutch and upgrade that transmission, and that's going to be pretty much it for that. Now, when I said maxing it out, I'm going to max out the engine on this thing. You know, everything else I'm going to keep within moderation, because you guys know your boy Don Squally's on a bit of a budget. This car here just costs about $200,000, right? So we got to make sure we maintain some money for the rest of this week's builds. Weight reduction, though, we are going to do, because that's cheap, and these old cars definitely very heavy. So now here comes the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and max out this engine through the magic of post-video editing. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that for you guys. And now the final piece to the puzzle, the race flywheel, man, and we are maxed out here. As far as the performance points go, we're sitting at a nice 718, so that's very nice. Very modest build considering other cars that we could have built out there. So next up, what we are gonna do is tune this thing. Now, everything should be relatively good. Actually, 6th gear looks like it's off in the distance there. We're gonna bring that a little bit closer. See, our 0 to 60 didn't really change. Max speed still about 308. We're actually hurting our 0 to 60 and our top speed here, so we're gonna put that back to where it was. These are the reasons why we go through the trial and error for you guys, man, just to you know, keep you guys in the loop of what works and what doesn't. I'm gonna square up the stance on this thing. And I'm just gonna slam the front, put a little bit of a rake on it for the back, and that's pretty much it, man. This car should pretty much drive itself. I mean, just look at this thing, absolute monster. Now, I'm really a big fan of the white paint on here, but what I think I'm gonna do is skim through a couple of the manufacturer colors here, man. Now, reason being, with this paint scheme, I know that if we just paint it straight up, we're gonna lose that nice stripe, which really is iconic to this car, man. So I'm gonna skim through a couple of our options here, and even though the white looks so good, man, I hate when this happens, when I go and I build a car and the white ends up, you know, the original color that I pick ends up looking so good that I pick it. I mean, I don't know, man, that white is just looking super fresh, but for the sake of this video, I think we're gonna switch it up. Now, my next favorite color has got to be that lime green, man. If you guys know these Challengers, the old Cudas and stuff like that, they rock these colors so nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that on this car. And the wheels are gonna stay the same, man. I'm just gonna tin up those windows, and this thing is ready to hit the road. So with that said, let us go ahead, pick a track, and take this thing out, see what it's all about, man. Now, right off of the bat, I'm thinking we're probably going to take this thing, the Grand Prix. Let's go to Laguna Seca. No, man, I'm not really feeling that. Let's take it out here. Where is this? Mount Pend. Let's take this thing out to Mount Panorama Circuit here. See what this thing can do. Looks like we have a couple nice straightaways. Now, before we get out there, let's just do a little 360 view of this thing. See how she launches. Quite a bit of wheel spin hitting that red line, but that's quite all right. See how the brakes and tires suffice for us. Now, it feels good to actually be out on the racetrack. Now, I love Forza Horizon 3, but the thing about it is, there's really, I mean, there's a lot of skill involved because there's traffic and stuff like that, but when you're out on the racetrack, man, you really get just a feel of what it would actually be like to be racing these cars, man. Now, I haven't done a race in this game in forever. Once I'm done this week's videos today, man, I think I might just throw this thing on and just do a couple of laps just for fun. Oh! Now, obviously, the downside is when you're, you know, confined to such a tiny track, if you duff it, put it into the wall, man, that really messes up the paint for those little thumbnail screenshots, man. But we're going to keep it moving for the time being. Surprisingly, otherwise, this thing very easy to maintain. Now, what happened there is I just hit the brakes, and I think the ABS locked up. May have to make some brake adjustments. You can see hitting that brake, you have to really be careful there. But otherwise, tons of power. Really no, oh, don't hit the wall. Oh, that car is super heavy. You can definitely tell the weight going down the hill there. Yeah, lots of power, no bog in the low end, which is what I like. Not getting any of that turbo bog. Putting her into the tires, ladies and gentlemen. I should have picked a more open track by the looks of it, because I am just absolutely wrecking this thing. Oh my, this is just, you know, not a good look for your boy Don Squally right now, especially since we just spent all that time making this thing look good. Let's see what we can get this thing topped out at on the straightaway here. Now, 6th gear, like I say, kind of out there, man. Not too accessible, especially on this track. 6th gear, not something that you're really going to hit. See what I mean about Forza Motorsport? It requires a lot of skill, man. Let's just say that. We're getting a little too carried away. I think this is probably a good, you know, a good example of why I don't do maxed out builds too much. It's just, get away from you sometimes, man. Coming into the pits, yeah, these brakes are just not working good. What I think we're gonna do is restart this one. And before we get too carried away and smash this thing up some more, we're gonna just pull off here, take our little thumbnail, man. Your boy Don Squally, by the looks of it, needing a little bit of practice on the Motorsport 6 tip, man. To be honest, like I say, it's been a while, man. So forgive me if I destroyed anybody's, you know, if anybody really likes this car. Yeah, I really did wreck it there a few times, man. So good thing it's just a video game and not real life. So, you know, we'll just continue on as if nothing happened, man. But if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more, you're not subscribed yet, click subscribe definitely, because we're always going to continue on this cycle, man. Just different games, and you know, the style's always going to remain the same, man. So if you guys do enjoy it, stick around, man. But as always, I am your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Let's go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, you fucking. Oh my God.